told my friend I would be live, and I was sleeping, so I couldn't be live. But yeah, I am Sean Hankins, and I am the creator of Zhiming. I want to explain a lot better. So I'm gonna start off with. I'm not gonna call them playgrounds or anymore. I'm gonna call them matches, like a boxing match. You know what I mean? So let's say you were in a match, like you're like in a Zhiming match. Whoever, if you knock them out before 3 minutes is up, then you get 2 points. Whoever has the most points by the third round wins. Now, if you knock them out again on the second time, then you get 3 points because you knocked him out 2 times in a row. Now, the third time, it doesn't really count. But there's 3 rounds, 3 minutes for every single one. And this is what's allowed. You can't use pressure points. Obviously, you're going to be wearing gloves like this. I'm going to put them on real quick. And thing about that, the reason why you can't use pressure points is because if you strike too fast, you can cause a lot of pain, especially right here. And right there, when you do that, you reaching a point where it's like getting an organ almost. It feels like an organ failing, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what it feels like. Or when you run too much, and your one of your organs aren't working as well. That's kind of what the feeling is. High. And so that's why pressure points aren't allowed. So I'm adding in two new ones. So like, let's say in a match, in a Zhiming match, I'll add in elbows, elbows, knees, and feet, and again, high. And again, you're gonna wear 12 ohms, 13. And you're gonna wear a more thicker layer for head protection, right? And then you're gonna use a lot more protection here because to save you from uppercuts. Now the stance, I'll get onto that in a second. I'll just take these off real quick. Here. Now what I'm gonna be showcasing, hold on. Alright, what I'm gonna be showcasing is a lot that amount. So the reason this obviously can't knock you out, but like here, no. Like that's what I'm using the stole. But for instance, it's not deadly to use your foot. Let's say just a normal kick wouldn't be deadly. That's just an average kick. Right now, let's use more advanced kick. I might have not mastered a fully powered kick, but if you can get close to advance, you can get some pretty good shots at a human opponent. Now, a real scenario, you wouldn't be able to. No. Let's restart from our. Okay, Thanks. Let's restart from where the point in time where I said real scenario. In a real scenario, there is no rules, so honestly, you're just gonna have to survive. But I'll explain. Why are you asking that? Anyway, so I'll show you the stance, or I'll try to show you the stance as hard as as easy as I can. The floor is dirty, so the stance. Right, let's say right here, foot facing forward, your right foot at least a foot apart, or around a foot apart, and your right foot facing this way. You got full control of your hands and strikes. Making it easy to attack. So, that's one way. Alright, that's the stance. Now, I'm going to explain a bunch of other things. Now, the workout, you're going to need to do treadmill, push-ups, pull-ups, squats. Yeah. You're going to need a lot of agility and strength. So, you're also going to need a lot bigger of a ring because you're going to need to execute those moves, and you can't really do it with the small ring, so that's why. And, of course, extra protection on the face, normal gloves and mouth guard, because if not, you're probably going to be biting on your tongue 24/7, and that's not going to feel good at all. So you're going to be like, and it's just going to hurt, okay? So that's why. Hi. I don't know Japanese, but I do know that, Chinese, that's Chinese. I only know 2 words in Chinese. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else I need to cover up? Give me a second. I'm trying to think. Oh, also, you need to do a 1 hour practice. 1 hour practicing on the punching bag. So, yeah. Man, last time I went live, I was explaining it, but I didn't explain it very well. So, I did that horribly. So, yeah. You can do that a lot better. Now, obviously, because I do what I do to work out, I'm kind of, so, yeah. I got crazy lats, though, like, insane for my age. So, that being said, another reason why you have to stand like this, you have less room getting hit. Oh yeah, and the reason I want to make it a sport, because it would be fun to watch and do, and it's not hard to learn. Just takes some practice, maybe like a month to master, probably. But to do it so good past mastering, that would probably take a couple years. You would have to be training really hard. Dang. like gases in the air. Anyway, can you tell me about defense and boxing? Defense? Okay. So defense and boxing, usually you're in the boxing stance. I kind of forgot what it is. It was like, it's like this. So let's say you're using your left hand, right? You're in this position. You use your shoulder and you lift it up into a normal punch. Right hand. See, that's literally all you gotta do. It's kind of easy. And when you're using your, like your forearm all the way up to your hands, you want to protect that face. Because in boxing, you only have a mouth guard and some gloves like these. Dang, I'm not sick, but like, there's something in this air, bro. Holy, I am not surviving. Anyway, yeah, I did just take like a long nap. Like a 2-hour nap, I meant. My dad got angry. I don't know, it's probably one of the animals in our house. Our pets, I meant. But yeah. Why is it called zhiming? I think this is the last part I need to say. The reason why it's called zhiming is because, or how to spell it, and why it's called zhiming. So, zhiming. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you say zhiming or zhiming. Gosh. What is in the air, bro? We got some polluting going on. Dang. It's just like, feels like I'm at 10,000 feet high with condensed air or something like that. Bro, this air, bro, dude, got me insane. Anyway, that's how you spell it. The reason why it's called zhiming or zhiming is because in Chinese, it's another word for deadly. And because the sport is going to be deadly, because it's like MMA. Yeah, mosquito. So that MMA and boxing together, which makes it more deadly, which is why it's called that. So that's why. If you want to see me just practice, I can. Other than that, I'm really kind of done for the day. What even is that, bro? I don't know. I ain't good, man. Or she. Let me take a little breathing exercise. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to explain one last thing before I do it. So, the last part, let's say you're in the stance, right? And you just normally attack. If you're not calm, you gotta feel like you're liquid. So, like, in your mind, you're turning as liquid, relaxing, calming your muscles. Then, you strike. Your all the weight in your muscles are just gonna fall away, it feels like, and making your arms feel very fast and attack more faster. I like to call it accelerating rapidly or moving very fast. So let's say normal one, right? Normal punch. That's a normal punch, right? Normal punch. So it could be, it's pretty good, but how about we use this accelerating rapidly fast thing? A little more speed, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Yo, it's good talk about yourself. Honestly, I could, but I did that in like the last couple of streams or tried to. So. And I'm not even that tall. I'm just like I'm taller, definitely taller than the average 12-year-old, almost 13-year-old. Because I am 5'6". There's a ground beetle. Hold up. Ground beetle.